What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Chat Shit podcast. This is episode 3 now. It's actually currently the day after Christmas, right? So, what did you get for Christmas, my guy?
Well, I got the new HD 60s Elgato game capture card, but we're having trouble with it because it's for some reason every time I go to stream, the whole stream's fine, but as soon as I add the Elgato, it's fucked.
Yeah, so every time the Elgato software opens, it sort of like this crashes everything and it starts to lag. So we're gonna try and find a fix for that tonight. However, you did get the new Xbox, didn't you? The Series X.
Yes, I did. Also, I've got a story about this, so.
Hold on, can I ask how on earth did you get it when it's out of stock?
Well, my mum told us she's had it for about a month and a half.
Also, she probably got it on release.
Yeah, I think she pre-ordered it, but I don't know because she said she's had it for a long time.
Ah, okay. So, I think I know partly this story, the whole switcheroo situation.
Yeah, so basically, I play FIFA quite a bit, and I've also spent a lot of money on FIFA 21. So, I was thinking that I want to go back to PlayStation because a lot of my mates, hence Herbie, Charlie, if he's out there, wherever you go, they're all on PlayStation, so I wanted to move over to PS5 next year. So I've mentioned that to my sister's boyfriend, and at this time they already had the Xbox for us for Christmas, and he's got the PS5. So they obviously thought that I want it this year, and then I want it for when the next FIFA comes out. So I was asking for Christmas for the Xbox Series X, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna bother asking for it. It's hard to get.
Oh, so you thought your mum didn't have it, so you were like, oh, okay.
Then I thought, you know what, I'll just keep my Xbox One for now, and then next year get a PS5. Yeah. So obviously they thought this year, so they quickly switched to my Xbox Series X just before Christmas with sister's boyfriend's PS5. Yeah. So when I opened it, it was a PS5, and I got really excited, and then I realized, wait, I am gonna lose a lot of things. And my mum said she would buy FIFA 21 for us when I got it.
However, you're gonna lose all your progress and coins.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose all my progress on GTA, which I'm not really bothered about because
That's
like
easy to build back up, right?
Yeah, like gives us a challenge. So is FIFA. Like you can build back up easily, but I don't really want to.
Yeah.
It's quite hard.
Well, so hold on. So you originally got the Xbox, and then your sister's boyfriend
I told my mum saying, by the way, he wants a PS5.
So he was like, well, I've got one.
And he's wanting to sell it, to resell it, because he didn't have time to play it.
And then he was like, okay, well, I'll just swap it. And then you realised that you're going to lose all your progress. So
Yeah, and then I told my mum about it, and my mum said, oh, right, okay, we get it now. So you want to start fresh next year. But to be honest, the way I'm liking this Xbox, I'm going to probably stay on Xbox, because I'm buzzing about it. Like, everything's like, all I need to do now is probably get upgraded to a 4K monitor TV. Sorry, pardon me. But probably upgrade that, and then yeah, like it's really nice. But
it's very sleek. It's actually smaller than I thought it'd be.
Like if you think about it, it's probably the same size as the Xbox One, but the fact that it's taller. Yeah. And I must say it's a lot heavier.
If your Xbox One was Play-Doh, you could just remold it into that.
Yeah, literally. Because all you gotta do is cut that in half, and then obviously they don't know what we're looking at right now.
Oh, okay, so basically, right, I forgot to mention, this episode is an audio only, purely because all of our phones are on low battery, and we have nowhere to put the phone for the camera, so...
Shock, the phones are on.
So we can't record this one visually, so if this is on YouTube and you're expecting the video one to come out tomorrow or next week, you're going to be waiting a long time because it doesn't exist. So, but for the ones that are on iTunes or, actually, right, I was about to say Spotify, but I said iTunes. Our podcast has been accepted to Apple.
I seen that. I clicked on, because it was something to do with FIFA. It was going to send an email to the Chat Shit podcast email.
Yeah. All right, yeah, okay, so we share an email, a business email for the podcast, And
Yeah, and also something to do with FIFA, and it kept on saying all my other emails are invalid. So I sent I sent it to the podcast one. Nothing's came through, but I went and checked and I seen Peridot or something like that. I'm not sure because it's different. You can probably get it
hold on, yeah.
in the blue bottom left if you want on my PC.
Oh no, it's fine. I'll just God, do it on here.
Wait, bear with me. But it was like it began with a P and I seen it and it said you have been accepted.
Yes.
To something.
We've been.
I don't know what it was at all. I got confused. I was like Hogwarts. You've been accepted in the witchcraft and wizardry.
Where is it? Where is it?
It was near the top, man.
No, because I've had a lot of emails coming through from Patreon.
Mine hasn't refreshed.
We were gonna set up a Patreon so you can get extra.
Oh yeah, Patreon. That's it.
Yeah, it wasn't that though.
Oh. Well, I haven't seen the iTunes on that. I'm surprised we're accepted on shit like that because of obviously chat shit podcast is literally in the title.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Apple actually accepted it. I thought they weren't gonna accept it because, it was because of the name of it being explicit, like an explicit name.
We're gonna have to change it for iTunes. Chat Poo Podcast.
Chat Poo Podcast. I can't find the email. It's not on here.
But that's the one I seen. I seen Patreon, and I thought it was we've been accepted for. It said you have been accepted, and the title was Patreon. So I thought, some other.
It wasn't that, but we have been accepted from iTunes, so you can go and listen on there now. Also, I checked the statistics yesterday of the podcast to see how many people are listening.
For Spotify.
No, all around on every platform.
Oh, okay. Like overall.
Yeah. And it even shows you like where people are listening from.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen this. Like Germany as it goes on there.
So people are listening from Germany, Singapore.
Yeah, I've seen that. You showed us that.
I don't know who's listening from Singapore, but
like, that's mad though if you think like it said like 1% Singapore, so at least one person singing from.
So that one person who's listening from Singapore.
Where are you? Hello, we're here.
Hi, we see you. But
join
also,
the Discord.
Somehow I don't know why, but we have more American listeners than British.
What the hell?
Yeah, exactly. How does that work?
The thing is, yeah, I've just realised like the amount of people. Like if we can get all them people from Spotify and all them listening onto the Discord chat, we can literally like chat with them and.
Yeah, if you go over to the Chat Shit Podcast YouTube account, in the description of more or less every new video, there will be a link to the Discord. So make sure you go over there.
And Twitter.
And
there'll be Twitter as well.
Yeah, also on the Twitter. It's just all the same, the Chat Shit Podcast, on all platforms, more or less.
Yes. So then the bad boys from Singapore, bad boys from Germany, head over to that Discord.
Yeah, so Singapore guy or girl, head over.
Yeah, or non-binary, whatever.
For some reason, it even tells you the genders, and it said 50% male and 50% not specified. So they're not specified people. Go over to the aliens. Oh my god, aliens! We've got alien listeners.
I mean, yeah, I could do that, but I'm guessing they just mean like.
What do you think his name is? Galacton. What up, Galacton? do you believe in aliens?
Well, I don't know if I've had this conversation before on a past podcast, but I guess we're going there again.
I think we'll have.
I don't think we went in. I don't think we've. I think we've talked about Elon Musk going to space and probably.
I have a theory. I have a really good theory.
What?
I don't know if you know, but do you know how? Do you know that Elon Musk is depressed like all the time? Every picture you see, he always looks a bit slow.
Yeah.
Well, he even said himself that he's depressed, right? And he said that he's depressed because he won't be able to get to Mars, because by the time he even gets to the stage of getting to Mars himself, he'll be dead, because he'll be too old, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what if Elon Musk is an alien and he wants to get back home, but he has disguised himself as a human?
That's why he's depressed, because he's not going to get home.
Because his disguise of human lives is going to be up by the time he wants to
I
get
mean,
there.
the chances of that being real, that's interesting, but the chances of that being real, obviously, quite slim. But
But
there's evidence there. He shows no emotion. On
Yeah.
every picture you see, he hardly shows emotion. And like half the smiles, he's like,
yeah, like very weird.
yeah, like he can't, yeah, he doesn't know what a smile is.
Yeah, like
And then-
unnatural.
And the fact that he's depressed that he doesn't want to get him, he can't get to Mars.
Because the
He
theory
won't be able to get
is
home.
he's an alien from Mars who crash landed on Earth, disguised himself as a human,
Yeah.
spoke to the elites of the world, right? The reason why he disguised himself as a human because we're superior on this Earth, right? We're like
Yeah.
the most intelligent. And then,
Well, there's a few animals that are probably more intelligent
Yeah.
than you, but
and then he came up with a fake story from how he went from college to SpaceX, right? All of a sudden, Elon Musk came out of nowhere, right?
yeah, that's what I was literally about to say. Like, no one, like, for about 5, like, no one heard of this man ever. 5, 6 years ago, whatever.
Yeah.
He became second richest man in the world.
And then he became
Well, not now he is,
one
but-
of the biggest memes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, where he come from? Like, how did we not hear? Like, Jeff Bezos has been around for years,
Yeah.
like ages.
And we knew who he was. And they're
Yeah,
roughly the
everyone-
same age.
The majority of millionaires nowadays, everyone knew who they were,
Yeah.
and billionaires and stuff. Where the fuck did he come from? You know?
Because he's an alien, Aaron.
Like, fair enough, he would have been, like, kind of popular. He would have been into something else by that time.
I honestly think he is. Well, actually, I don't think he is, but I think he could be. Because, like, it just makes sense. And right, okay, so the rest of the theory. Since he disguised himself as a human, he did all the space stuff, right? He could have done
Right.
anything else. He could have just stuck to cars, but he went on to space, right? And then he uses spaceships to test to see how far they can go to Mars. And if he gets to Mars, then he's home with his fam. You know what I mean? But he's depressed because the disguise that he's using, he's now 40 odd. And by the time he gets to Mars, his human lives are going to be up and he's going to be dead. So that's why he's depressed, because his disguise is going to run out soon. And then he'll have to go back to his alien self. And then everyone will be like, whoa, hold up. Why is he an
Yeah.
alien? That's not right. He wasn't that before.
Yeah.
So, and then everyone freaks out. So yeah, that's a theory that Elon Musk is an
Don't know
alien.
what I think is mad when you think about it.
What?
I got told that we're living in our own little, like, area with Mars, Earth, Sun, Moon,
Yeah.
but light years away, like billions of light years away, there's another Earth, Mars. There's another set of them, and then again and again, it's like a massive.
Like a multiverse.
Yeah, like
Like a parallel universe to ours that's the same but different.
yeah, it's the exact same. Like, everything's the exact same. Maybe like the grass might be blue, but everything's the exact same. And then there's like millions, there's probably thousands of them, of these like little worlds.
Multiverses.
Like, why do you think like there's just us, our little tiny little area here, and then all of this? Well, say we live in this area. Again, they won't be able to see us, but I'm just explaining.
Okay,
it clearly.
so we're in one area in the galaxy.
So this is, say, my bedroom here,
Okay,
decent size, but us are like that, like the size of
a P.
Yeah, the size of a pea, like that's us. But then the rest of this is the rest of the universe.
So the rest of the room is the universe, and where does the P, where the little...
Where does
planet.
like a little pea, like Mars, Earth, Moon, all in that little pea.
Yeah,
And then the rest of the room is just like
multiple of them.
unlimited amount of space.
Yeah,
So you would think there has to be more stuff out there.
yeah, of course, obviously.
There's gonna be another Earth. There's gonna be another double of me and you. Yes, they might gonna look a little bit different than that.
A bit
same name.
deformed because I'm sexy as shit.
Yeah, and they're gonna have a different name. They're gonna have different like parents. They're gonna have different like family members. But it's gonna be a double of you. It's gonna be a double of someone else.
Yeah, that's really weird to think about.
And you would think out of one person, out of at least 7.5 billion people in this world, at least one of them has to be like an alien. If they're real, at least one of them has to be an alien. Out of 7 billion people,
Well,
could be Elon Musk.
there was another thing in the news like a few weeks ago that there was an Israeli and ex-space freaking provider or whatever whatever he is, commando, I don't know, right? He used to work in space technology shit, right? And apparently they've been in contact with the Galactic Federation for a long time, and Donald Trump knew about it, and he was about to speak up about it around the election time, but he quickly got stopped from doing it because they said the Galactic Federation, which is the aliens, by the way, they said that they don't want to come out into the public for a while until human resources and all of our technology gets up to their standards. So at that point we won't be phased by it. However, they said if the aliens came out of hiding now, it would cause global panic.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's weird to think about.
I'm tripped out, right? Out of what's been found. I don't know if you've seen on the news or whatever recently of what's been found.
The monoliths. What's this?
So I'll get Herbie to put a picture up or whatever.
Yeah,
if you
I'll get a picture.
But, it'll be on the YouTube. It won't be on Spotify.
Yeah. So if you're on YouTube, this is the picture that you showed me.
So this is it. So scientists have found discovered there's a force field around Earth, Earth.
Okay.
We can't see it,
Obviously.
but it's they've named it as a Star Trek force field.
Okay, so a magnetic field that.
So there's a core one which is in the middle around Earth.
Yeah, that's the green part.
Yeah, stuff spaceships can get through. But if spaceships get past stuff like this, that's when it becomes dangerous and stuff. So which it protects us or something like that.
Does that protect us from asteroids or?
Obviously not like that because they're powerful and fast enough to get through it. But that's what they've discovered.
That's cool.
So that's why I'm even more is this a simulation or?
I believe this is like a matrix, you know.
If I punch Ruby so hard, they're gonna disintegrate in a million cubes.
You ever heard of manifestation? When you manifest something.
Is that where you burn from the inside or whatever it's called?
Whoa! No.
What's that called?
That's friggin'.
Combustion. That's combustion.
Oh yeah, combustion.
Where you just explode into a ball of fire from no reason.
Okay, so when you manifest something, it's when you bring your wildest dreams or whatever, or if it's a lump sum of money into real life. Right? So if you believe that you've already got it, there's a method called the 369 method, where you write down a phrase 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the middle of the day, and 9 times before night. And if you keep doing that, you'll start getting reoccurring numbers around where you just notice a range of numbers, and the biggest one is 4 ones, 1111, and that's at the. What's this? Is that for you?
No.
Okay, you're gonna sort that out. And then if you see the 4 ones, that means your manifestation's coming true. And that means you're bringing that phrase into reality. So if you make up a sentence I want to be
a billionaire.
If I say I will make 200,000 by the end of this year, that sentence right there, you write that down 3 times, then 6 times in the middle of the day, and then 9 times at night. And apparently manifestation does work. I haven't tried it. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. And
the thing is, what if you forget the night time because you fall asleep early?
Yeah, that's.
Then it's all ruined, and then you've done for ages and ages, and it's gone.
I think you can miss a few days. I think that's fine, but it's sort of
maybe that's what Elon Musk does.
It's sort of coding the matrix into bringing the realities true. You know what I mean? Well, apparently, yeah, that's manifestation.
So maybe that's what Elon Musk did.
Maybe he manifested something.
Wrote down I want to be the next billionaire.
Yeah, true.
And then out of the blue,
Maybe
you just came out. Oh, but another thing, I think
you gotta work for it though. You still gotta work at the same time for it though.
Can't just sit in your arse and play Minecraft every day.
Yeah.
But another reason I think a simulation type thing, this world, is because of that combustion thing, whatever it's called. How the fuck can a man or a woman or whatever, a child, whatever, just explode from the inside randomly into a ball of fire and just disintegrate? Maybe that's the simulation, the people that are in charge of the simulation, just getting rid of
deleting an NPC.
Yeah, I need to get rid of him, causing too much lag. Poof, he's gone. Like
a virus in the system.
Yeah. Causing.
But how is that even real though?
Yeah. You not seen images on Google?
Get an image up, but I don't know if be able to put it on
YouTube.
YouTube.
This is not going to be able to. You'll have to search up yourself. I'll have to search up the right phrase for it.
It's called internal combustion.
Yeah, something like that. You can put the word or something, the spelling.
Yeah. So,
Oh, human combustion is
or
called.
human combustion. You see my
Human
hands? Look,
combustion.
my eczema's breaking now because of winter.
Ooh.
Look, on the bottom.
Oh yeah, that's the worst bit there for you.
Yeah.
So this is it. This is obviously like an image of like
Okay,
scientists who've
so
got together,
it's a cartoon, and
But like that's like that was a video that was went across the news of a guy that he was sitting on his chair and he like started went into a ball of flame.
oh my god.
Oh no, it wasn't sitting on his chair. He was like outside the pub, but he just started cutting on fire for no reason.
Oh wait,
And,
that
you know-
because of alcohol?
Yeah, actually, yeah, that would have been actually.
That makes sense.
But, like, but stuff like it's just like where you implode from the inside. I think it's got a definition, yeah. Spontaneous human combustion refers to the death from a fire originating without an apparent external source of ignition. The fire is believed to start within the body of the victim. So your
Whoa,
stomach could just implode, like, explode with fire.
that's
in-
crazy.
Like, you know, like that could be the simulation. People like, you know, or they know that he's about to go murder someone, so go boom, boom, disintegrate him, so he doesn't do it.
Yeah, so that sort of links back to, you ever seen that episode of Rick and Morty where he plays the game Troy?
No, but I've
Alright.
seen on the VR game that.
Yeah, so basically, it's where the episode is Morty, no, Rick sells a gun to an assassin, and he gets
In Troy.
No, in the actual episode,
Yeah.
he sells a gun to an assassin, and then he gets these credits, and basically you can use them at this amusement park sort of place, like the
Yeah.
arcade, called Blips and Chips.
Yeah, I'm guessing Troy was in there.
Yeah, and there was a video game where you sit down, you put a VR headset on, but it sucks you into a different reality. It's where you play your entire life until you die, and then when you die, you wake up in the game, and it's only past like 2 minutes, and you've just played 40 friggin' years.
So it actually feels like when you were doing it. So we could be in one right now.
Yeah, and we wouldn't even know, and we can't take it off until we die, and then when we die, we come out of the game.
Imagine we die. We're just like.
But there's
we're
no
just
way of knowing because it erases all your memories, and then you
Like
remember.
we're just like when we die, we're just like all we hear is a voice saying, "Okay, that's your turn done now." Takes off the headset and you're just like in like fucking massive skyscrapers and stuff.
Oh,
And then you look over and then you can see Earth or something. Because you're like on a different planet.
yeah, I don't like that thought. Okay, moving on.
That's pretty mad. But there's evidence out there for like stuff like that, like the spontaneous human combustion,
Yeah.
exploding with fire from the inside, like with no source of ignition, like no lighter anywhere.
So how's your 2020 been?
Well, half of it, well, 3/4 of it was being quarantined on it, so
Yeah. So what do you say, good or bad?
I don't know, because I haven't been too fussed in quarantine, like obviously I haven't been able to see anybody.
It's been a bit of the pros and cons, really.
Yeah, then for an average 12-year-old boy, it's like, oh yeah, Xbox all day.
Yeah, but for us, it's like
Yeah, it's just
really
like,
bad.
you get to a point, you probably get to about end of year 10, year 11. Games are just boring. There is no fun, like, you can't really find a good game that you can play for hours and hours and hours. Like, FIFA's not even that, I could play that for about an hour or two. I'll just get bored.
Yeah.
I'll get on GTA, I'll be like, what do I actually do on GTA? I've got no money for heist, I can't do a heist, no one
Yeah.
really plays GTA anymore.
2020's been really bad for me. I don't know why. It's just
What they should have done, they should have they should have like released loads of games. Like obviously it takes a long time to make a game.
and it'll be really
like-
hard on the developers because they would all have to quarantine as well.
Yeah, I mean, but like GTA 6, that's pretty much done now.
Yeah.
Like, they should have just like released that, like a beta version of it at least.
Mhm.
So at least we've got something to do. in
Or even
quarantine.
give us a teaser,
Yeah,
so we've got something to look forward to.
yeah, but no, we just sat there on my arse doing schoolwork after schoolwork again.
Well, not us. I remember when we had our first, our first and last, sort of video call session, and it was for construction,
Yeah,
and we basically had just quickly write down some stuff. I already did it.
yeah, it's pretty quick.
And then we just had to sit there for the next hour. This was like 7 in the morning, and I remember you tried to make a YouTube video once, and it was a Overwatch gameplay. You never
Yeah.
uploaded it, but you did record it, and then you were like, are you able to do a thumbnail for us like tomorrow or
You were just
something?
sitting there making a thumbnail in the middle of
And during like the
video call.
Zoom call, I was like, I minimized my screen, and then I would just be making the thumbnail for Aaron, and it took us like what, 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
Stuff like that thumbnails, like you just get a picture of Google and you paste my face over it.
Yeah, and then I just sent it to Aaron on Discord, and he was like, "Wait, you were doing that the entire time?" I was like, "Yeah."
So our teacher was talking to like other students in the call, whilst we're just communicating through Discord because we don't want to talk on the call.
Yeah, and then every time, like every now and then, he'll go, "Herbie, so you got that? Are you alright? Yeah." And I would just unmute myself, and be like, "Yeah, whatever."
Or like, it's just like, oh, is everyone still here? No one talks about how to come back and say, yeah, we are.
Yeah, we're here.
We're sitting in the background playing. We went through a full high Sunday. Yeah, we played like we finished every campaign. Whilst they're sitting there doing it.
But I made Aaron's thumbnail, and then I sent it to him, and he was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, we were just talking, and then, oh yeah, every day was literally more and more stress. Literally every day we got emails and emails from teachers like, oh, we don't.
Yeah, at one point I just sort of turned my back on it, and I just didn't do anything.
Yeah, like I didn't. I've still got emails. No, I did actually at first.
What?
Because how many emails I got. Basically, I went on. I forgot my password. Went to change my password from my school email, and went to this look. Anna. So I didn't know my password. So now I had an excuse I didn't get in. Fair enough, they're gonna be like, oh, why didn't you ask? And I was like, I didn't know. Like, how am I meant to email if I can't? No, literally. Then when I came back, I'm not gonna say her name, but my form teacher.
Oh, right, yeah. Ringsting.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I don't have it, so.
But she said, why didn't you email us to change your password?
And?
I don't know my password for my email. How the fuck am I meant to get?
So. Yeah, well, anyway. Well.
So literally that's how stressful it was. I literally purposely forgot my password, so I have to answer and listen to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I was like, realised that, yeah, okay, I should probably listen to someone.
The school stuff's been bad, but my 2020 was kind of shit. It was just very boring. Then I got down the dumps, and I was like, I just can't
Even
be arsed to do
Christmas didn't
anything.
even feel like Christmas.
No, Christmas. We were saying like on Christmas Eve, well, like it doesn't even feel like Christmas tomorrow.
Like I literally I think I said to you, it literally feels like we've got school the next day.
Yeah, you said that on the stream. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, it feels like we've got school tomorrow, which was Christmas the next day, like tomorrow. Well, obviously not now, but like, in perspective, it was.
It was
tomorrow.
Christmas Eve, and then you were like, literally feels like we're going to school tomorrow.
Yeah, it does. Like it felt like there was like nothing exciting tomorrow. Like yeah, no, like when I walked away, I was like, it was good. Like the day was good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah, yesterday we went out seeing people.
It's probably just because we're getting older now.
Yeah, because I just didn't know what to ask for. Because obviously I wanted the Xbox, and I was like, well, I was excited if I got the Xbox, but now they're going out of stock everywhere, so I might not even get that for a while.
Yeah,
But I got surprised with that, and I'm happy with that.
I got a new microphone. This is the microphone you're listening to right now, by the way.
Yeah, I got a new microphone. This is pretty much the microphone you listen to, but here we got the exact same.
Yeah, he's using mine, but we'll have the exact same, so his will just sound the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is my new microphone. I also got a new chair. You can check it out if you go over to my Twitch. It's Herbie1234Games.
What else did I get?
Oh,
I got a headset from my girlfriend.
oh yeah, you got a headset from his chick, from his
Yeah.
bitch. He doesn't like us referring to her like that. I don't care. Anyway, I forgot to mention a story last episode. God, what was it? Oh yeah. So my 2020 was going good at one point. So it was very
Oh,
bad.
God. Right.
Then it was getting closer to November. I had my birthday. Everything was Gucci. And then
So it went quite good for a long time.
yeah, so for around about a month, it was good. And then I got my birthday, got even better. And then I realised I needed to go to the dentist.
Oh no,
And
I haven't been to the dentist for about a year and a half.
you're lucky then.
I'm not really.
If you don't need to go.
No, I do.
I do? Yeah, don't go to the one where I went to.
My teeth are awful, but they don't put you on any anaesthetic. And then my mum was in the bottom saying, "Nah, you don't need anaesthetic, man. It's fine." In comes the drill.
Right. Okay. So it was
Oh, I know
it was
this. I
4 days after my birthday, and
Oh, is this when you came into school the next day and you were complaining
well,
about
there
it?
was 2 times. It was the first time that went well, and then it
When
went
you went,
bad. Yeah. So
I don't want to spoil the story,
yeah,
so.
I'll get to that. So basically, around about 4 or 5 days after my birthday, I needed to go to the dentist because I sort of like chipped a tooth at the bottom, like on the right side of my mouth, on the bottom rack. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to go and get that checked out. If they can fill it, then they can fill it. If not, they're gonna have to take it out. Which I wasn't too bothered because I was like quite confident to go to the
Yeah.
dentist. Not this time because I realised the bad side of the dentist.
The ending.
So, so,
the dark side. Wait, no.
so I went anyway. I went to the dentist, and you know, I was just joking on outside. I was like, haha, I remember that time when I got a tooth out. That was sick. But I went to like a dental hospital that time, and they put me on gas, so I literally could not feel a thing. But this time I went in. I was like, okay, you can have a look. She gave me an X-ray, but there was this thing that I had to bite down on, and it would
I
cut
hate
my
that.
gums.
Oh, I hate that because last time she put it in, it went in between one of my teeth and it hit my gum.
Oh my god.
I was like, do you even know what you're doing?
Ah.
Are you just some Indian woman that just walked in here and started doing drilling on people?
She does seem like she doesn't work there.
Yeah, I know. Wait, what was that? You said that she walked in a hazmat suit or something.
Oh yeah, okay, hold on, I'll get that. So anyway, I went in the first time. I was like, okay, you can check me out, whatever. She gave me an X-ray. She was like, whoa, you have a lot of decayed teeth at the back.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, shit,
You can get away from me.
she's gonna end up taking a lot out.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, okay.
Normally at your first time, like, when you get there, they don't take any out and then
Yeah.
they bring you back.
Well, this time, she did the one that she was supposed to do. She was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to take it out.
Which are they still there? The back teeth.
Yeah, they're still there. She just filled them
You're
instead.
gonna break it.
She drilled them, took out the decay, and filled them. So the first
Wait,
time.
does drilling hurt for you? It feels horrible. It's like stings, but like.
Well, the second time, and I'll explain why. But the first time anyway, she took the tooth out. It was fine. It wasn't the nicest, obviously. I got really scared though. I got really petrified because it was very unexpected, and I wasn't expecting to get a tooth out that day. And
Yeah, you were gonna walk in all confident. Like, all happy.
yeah, it's very short notice. She was like, "Okay, I'm gonna take it out now." I was like, "Whoa, hold up, bitch! I need some notice first." I said, "Can we push back the appointment? I know it's Corona and everything, but is that possible?" She was like, "Yeah, sure. We can push it back to next week on Tuesday." So I was like, "All right, cool."
The thing is, yeah, you're so like, it happened to me as well. I don't know if it happened to you, but when you've got like a week up into your appointment, you're like, oh no, it's fine. I'm gonna do fine.
And then when it comes to the
The
day,
day comes, you're like, I don't want to do this. I
Yeah.
don't want to go.
well, anyway, I was dead confident. I was like, "Yeah, it's in a week, man. That's fine.
Yeah.
And then it got to the day, and I think I might have had PE that day. I can't remember. I think I was in my PE kit, and then I was like, oh, I gotta go now. It was like the last lesson. I got pulled out. I was like, shit, this is the time.
This is the
I'm
time.
gonna have to get a tooth ripped out. And I was telling everyone that day, I was like, oh, I'm getting a tooth ripped out today, nah. It's gonna be class.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna die. You're gonna get murdered.
I know, but I was acting all confident. I was like, yeah, I'm getting a tooth out today. It's gonna be class. And then I got there, and I was shaking. I was like, oh my god, I don't want to do this.
You came in the neck.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
Which one was that?
This was like, is it there? That was
Yeah.
that one, right? I went in, I got a tuck out. It wasn't the nicest, and you know, I got free ice cream that day. Hell yeah.
That would be painful though.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
You know, what if it goes on the?
Well, even if it did, I wouldn't feel it anyway.
Oh,
Because
no.
yeah, it was numb, and then by the time I had my ice cream, it was already starting to heal. Right? That's what a tooth's supposed to do. However, I have
no,
this
no.
extra. Well, I did have this extra tooth on the roof of my mouth, and it wasn't supposed to be there. It was supposed to be a part of my top set of teeth. However, when I was a baby, I got 9 teeth took out because the way I would drink juice as a kid is I was like sort of suck it through my teeth rather than just suck it through the bottom normally.
So literally, like, it's literally eating away from your teeth.
Yeah, sort of like blast my teeth full of sugar, and they were all decayed as a kid, and I got them all took out.
Sometimes when I just drink energy drink, I go out, and then it was just
Yeah,
all my teeth and go
that's
right
what I do
straight
as
through.
well. Anyway, I got 9 teeth took out, and then when the other one started growing in, I pushed that one to the side, so I ended up on the roof of my mouth.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's not good because it's not supposed to be there, and you don't have a lot of flesh there. It's more or less just skin and then a lot of bone.
Yeah.
So what happened then is I went in. She was like, "Okay." Actually, no, she didn't realize I didn't go in for that. I went in for the fillings that for the decayed teeth that you X-rayed last time. She was like, "Okay,
But
you
then
need
then
3
you got a tooth
fillings."
taken out.
And she was like, "Do you want any numbing stuff?" I was like, "It's a filling. I'll be fine.
And then just took the tooth
I'll be
out.
fine, broski." And then she started drilling, and I was like, "Shit, that was a big mistake."
You can actually put you can put your
Yeah,
hand
I
up in
did.
it.
I put my hand up straight away. I was like, "Nah, you're gonna have to inject us." So she did. I felt numb, and then she did all the fillings completely fine, and then she got to the roof of my mouth where my other filling was, and she was
Yeah.
like, "Why have you got an extra tooth?" And I was like,
I don't fucking know.
"I don't know. I thought that was normal." And then she was like, "No, definitely
Wait, is it
not."
like these teeth there?
No, it wasn't them. I don't have them.
Eye teeth.
Hmm?
That's what they call it. Eye teeth
Wait,
or something.
lift you.
So basically, what happened? Like,
I can't
the
see.
two and
Alright,
like-
yeah, so they overlap your canine sort of.
yeah, and then these teeth are meant to come out, and then they're meant to grow in.
Well, I was gonna have them. However, since I got the 9 teeth taken out, I never got them.
Yeah, you've already got them growing in. That's why
Uh-huh.
they're too sharp, like vampire teeth.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
got my other ones taken out, and then they grew them totally fine.
Well, yeah, so I might have like some sort of surgery or something where they take these two out
Mm.
instead of taking these two out, so then they can grow in.
Yeah,
Because they're like stuck in my skin pretty much,
yeah.
like wedged up there. They are not like what they're meant to do is like come down, push this one out, this one falls out, and then they grow in.
Ah, okay.
They just haven't done that.
Well, so I went in, and then she was like, "Whoa, you got an extra tooth? What's going on?" Well, she didn't say that. She was Indian. She didn't have a Geordie accent.
Oh bloody hell!
What bloody hell? You have an extra tooth? What's going on? And then she noticed that it was all decayed and stuff, and I knew it was chipped.
Yeah.
I knew that, and I was like, okay, well, it's fine. It wasn't really, because subconsciously, it was like sensitive, and I myself knew that, but
Mhm.
you know, consciously, I was
Wait,
like,
does your
"Oh, fine."
injections hurt? Where did she inject you? Like, did she inject you at the back of your mouth?
It was around the tooth.
Because when I got my injection for my first ever like, drilling,
Mhm.
I said, "Do you want?" She said, "Do you want an injection?" And at this point, I had a drill before, and I know what it felt like. I was like, "Yeah, I'm having an injection." And then she pulled out. The needle was about that.
The needles are weird because they're bendy, aren't they? They're like wobbly.
And then she was like, "Okay, so she put this mouth to mouth on. Do you know there's a game called mouth?
Yeah,
I don't know
so
what it's called, and plastic mouth thing.
like pulls your lips apart. Yeah.
Yeah, and she put the thing. I was like, "No, this thing's going
She
right
she
down."
never did that to me, you know.
Oh, but right at the back, where the bone is.
Yeah.
That's where she did it. I was like, that fucking hurt more than the drill.
Yeah, they do.
But obviously, it felt like the pain was 5 seconds because obviously it's numbing.
Yeah.
So it numbed it
For the
straight
first tooth, the injection hurt more than the tooth being pulled.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
But
because I was
obviously it
telling
feels like-
Scott the next day when I went on Sea of Thieves, I was like, "You're doing all the injections hurt way more than the teeth."
Yeah, because obviously it's only for 5 seconds, though, so it's not that bad.
Yeah. And then she saw the tooth and she was like, "Okay, yeah, I can try and fill that." And she didn't even say that, okay, but she was thinking it, and she started drilling into the tooth, but it was already chipped, and I knew exactly what she was doing. She
What?
drilled it on purpose so she could take it out, and she did that because she knew that it would be taken out anyway, and she knew how skitsy I was the last time I went, because I freaked out. I was like, "No, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it."
Yeah, like, I don't like that Indian woman because I'll have her as well for my dentist.
Yeah.
And she does not give a shit. Like, she's like if you are like scared of it, she's like, "Oh bloody hell, how just get your tooth out." And then she literally
She says this thing, "If we do it now, it's over and done with." I hate that. She
yeah,
says
no,
it every
because it's
time.
not. Because it's not. Because I'm gonna walk up there and they're gonna be like, "When you next free for another appointment?"
Yeah.
Well, it's not over and done with. I'm gonna come back. They're gonna find more teeth, and then you know what? I'm gonna get more drills. She knows exactly like that. She's just gonna be like, "Oh yeah, okay, I'll do it now."
Yeah. But she drilled in, and then she was like, "Sorry, I can't fill this." And then Obviously, my mouth was open. I was like, ah.
Cause it's fucking.
And then she brought my mum over. And she was like, "You see this right here? I cannot fill this, and it's all decayed." I was like,
She does that. She does that. Like my mom, like she's like, "Come here, come look at this." Yeah, my mom's a dentist too, by the way.
yeah. That's what I hate as well.
Like, yeah, she's not. She's
And-
gonna know what she's looking at.
She was like, "So, would you like to get it pulled out?" And I turned my mama, said, "What do you think?" And I straight away I went, "What do you think?" I went, "Oh, actually, no, it doesn't matter because I know for a fact what you're gonna say." Because my mom was gonna say, "Oh, just get it pulled out." So I was like, "Okay, it's fine. I'll get it pulled out. I'll be a big boy this day." And
almighty scream from your room.
she pulled the first ones out. It hurt really bad.
Why didn't get numbing stuff?
I got 5 injections around that area. 5 injections, right? And it didn't numb it because there was no nerves on the roof of my mouth where my tooth was, right? Yeah, there was none there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
You're gonna come out with like a lip like that.
Anna, and she injected us 4 to 5 times because I wanted more, because it wasn't working at all. And it was, the reason was because the tooth was so long, it passed the nerves on the surface of my skin, and it was right in my skull. It was round about there, nose height, from the roof of my mouth up to my nose, right? And she pulled it out, and it wasn't a normal tooth. It was like, it wasn't a normal root. Do you know how it's like jagged, like it's sort of like an M shape? Well, this one was a straight point, like a shark tooth. And she pulled it out, and I swear to God, Aaron, it was around about a freaking centimetre tall.
Yeah, because they're like, wait, where's it these ones?
No, it's the one at the back.
Oh well, them ones and them ones are the strongest teeth. Like, they'll want to get dug right in the root so they can.
Yeah, well, this one was weird, My mom's never seen anything like it. And then, it was out. I was really sad, and then I put one of those things in. They're called gauzes. It's basically a cotton wool thing that it stops you from bleeding.
Dangerous, you know.
And I choked on it.
Because like loads of websites, news places, like, can you hear of Inside Edition?
No. Oh yeah.
The American
Yeah.
one. They went around loads of dentists and loads of dentist hospitals and stuff, and like tested them on dummies. And they said when they go to pick them out with tongs or whatever, it's so easy, like,
To pull the clot out.
to either nose it instead of, like, because when you go at that and then go to open it, like, you're not gonna be able to grab it like properly.
Yeah.
Because your mouth is too small for it to fully open. It's more likely to push it back down your throat
Alright, yeah, I get you.
instead of grabbing it.
Yeah. Well,
So
anyway, what happened with this is I was too confident this time because I had one out the week before. I went outside and before I got in the car, my mum was like, "Oh, do you want to swap that out for a clean one?" I had it in for 2 minutes, Aaron. 2 whole minutes. You think you can soak up that much blood in 2 minutes? No.
yes, and you took it out.
So I was like, "Oh yeah, sure, I'll take it out." And then I went to put another one in, and I gagged, and then I puked on the side of the road in the car park of the dentist. I puked right next to KFC. How do you think the people in the drive-thru felt? They saw me at the top of the hill, puking over the friggin' banister. Anyway, I couldn't get it in, and I was like, "Okay, it's fine. I'll just drive home without it, right?"
Ooh.
And then I got home, and I was like, "Mom, I'm really hungry. I really want something to eat." She was like, "You're gonna have to have soup." And I was like, "No, I don't want soup. I want something solid. Your boy's hungry." And then I had something solid, and it was a yum yum from Greg's.
Can't go wrong with yum.
It was a yum yum from Greg's, and then it just wouldn't stop bleeding, and it bleed.
What, the yum?
No, my tooth heard it. It wouldn't stop bleeding. It was bleeding for
Would it not-
24
would it not-
hours.
Would it not bleed onto the yum?
No. There wasn't bleeding at that point, and after I had it, it started bleeding. And then it started bleeding, and I woke up I woke up 4 in the morning, and I actually went to take a piss, and then
You didn't bleed out, did you?
what?
You didn't bleed whilst you were pissing.
No. And I was I was doing my thing, wiggling my wang, and then
Right.
do you know when you can like barely see when you like get up really early in the morning, and then I just looked to my left because something felt cold on my shoulder, and and I looked to my left, and a huge patch of blood from my shoulder to my friggin' elbow,
How
bro.
are you sleeping? How are you sleeping like that?
Well, because I sleep on my side, that's why. And I didn't know,
So I'm guessing there was a bit of blood patch on your bed.
and I didn't even notice my pillow when I got up, and I walked, I walked to wiggle my wang over the toilet, and then I saw a big patch of blood, and I was like, shit. I didn't even react, because I still felt like I felt like I was lucid dreaming or something,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, that's sick. And then I walked through the bathroom, turned the light on, and I was like, oh shit, that's actually my blood. And then I felt my mouth, and there was humongous clots at the top of like the roof of my mouth.
Oh, blood.
Yeah,
Like dry blood and stuff.
like it wasn't dry; it was like jelly blood clots at the top of my mouth. I'm sorry if anyone's eating right now. I'm sorry.
I remember. Yeah, you should have put a warning thing doing that.
Oh well, you've heard it now.
But there was someone in my maths class, right? That's like 2 years ago. Not gonna say the name. But anyway, he sneezed, and a chunk of blood came out of his nose like that. And he said he went to go pick it up with tissue, and it was like rock or like a bone was in it.
Oh right.
So he sneezed, and then he went to go feel his nose, and he could literally like squeeze it, like.
Oh my god.
So like a chunk of his, like he said that it felt like a chunk of his bone just came out.
Well, I remember once I was in it was after French, I think it was French or Spanish. I'm not gonna say his name, but I went to the toilet with him because he was like, "Oh, Herbie, come here. I think I've got a blood clot in my nose," and he's had it before, and he knew what it felt like. And he was like, "Herbie, come here. I've got a blood clot in my nose," and I've never seen a blood clot in my life. And I was like, "Okay, cool."
How does he know?
I don't know. He must have them like regularly. And I went to the toilet with him, and he just went, watches. One a finger on one nostril, and yeah, and he just went like blew it out, and it was just a huge blood clot, just went boom straight in the sink, and he washed it away. And it was just a friggin' sink full of blood. It was disgusting.
He was like, watches.
Damn.
I think I know who that is.
Yeah, you know who it is. But yeah, that's been my 20. That's my dentist story.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I haven't told the full thing. I forgot. So I went to the school the next day, and I saw queuing at the bus stop because I see him every morning. And I got in my car, and I was confident. I was lily white. I'm not even kidding. I was very, very pale.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm very white.
You went home pretty quickly on that day, didn't you?
What?
You went home pretty quickly.
I wasn't even. I went into school and I went home.
You went to school, stayed for a lesson or something. You went home.
It was only in form.
And then you went home. Right?
Yeah, so I was in form and I felt good blood clots to the top of my mouth, and I got really bored in form because it was a tutorial.
Yeah.
And
Also, yeah, technically you would have stayed for a lesson.
yeah, and I was like, God, I was like, Miss, can I go to the toilet? She was like, why? I said, because I need to go to the toilet. She was like, yeah, whatever, just go. And then I was just walking around the school for a while, and I was thinking what to do. I was like, do I go home? Do I stay? And then I went back in the classroom. I was like, Miss, I gotta tell you the truth. And I told her about the dentist. And she was like, okay, stand outside. And then she was like, do you feel like you're gonna faint? I wasn't really. I just had to play it up for...
Key to see,
yeah, so I could go home. And I was like, yeah, Miss, I'm very faint. She was like, sit on the floor. The bitch really did sit on a manky floor.
You're like gonna be walking past you with your legs
And I had to sit on this manky corridor floor in science block, right? Nah, she should treat me more like better. Anyway, I went home, so everything was good, and I feel like if I stayed to school that day, I would have lost a lot more blood. And I went to the dentist the same day, but as soon as I got home, I fell asleep for 3 hours on the sofa with one of those cotton things in my mouth. So I could have choked and died. So I could have died from a cotton swab thing rather than bleeding to death. But I did lose a lot of blood. I was very weak and ill for 2 weeks, I think it was.
Yeah.
And then I was fine after that. But I went to the dentist and she sort of cleaned it out and sucked it. Oh my god, it just sucked all the blood clots out and it was disgusting. I could hear it going.
You've had some cool stories.
And and then
I've got like two, and they're not even cool.
it's fine. We'll have some more. And then anyway, I could hear the friggin' blood clots being sucked into the vacuum like. And then she shoved these antiseptic sponges up the wound. I'm not even kidding, with tweezers. She was just straight up. Straight up. What?
It hurt.
Not really. No, it just twinged. It was like,
Uncomfortable.
yeah, uncomfortable.
What time is it?
I don't know.
I don't know what time. 8:30.
We'll wrap this up quickly. This will be the last story of the podcast, and then we'll have to go. But so yeah, that happened, and it stopped bleeding, and then it started bleeding again on the night time. But this time it was different. It wasn't like clotty blood. It was just like very, very watery blood. You know when you cut your hand or get a paper cut, and it's like bleeding. It's just like water.
I don't cut my hand, but yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you get a cut.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, and it's.
I cut my hand in construction a lot.
Yeah, and actually you're an idiot.
Oh no! The last time I badly cut my hand was because of someone in my class. You can blur the name out, but I'm gonna say Reese.
Ah, nah, we'll keep that in. Fuck him.
But what on what they call hammers? What they call the wooden hammers?
What? Oh, the mallets.
Yeah, the mallets. So we're hammering some wood
You're
in.
chiseling.
Yeah, and then I put my hand down to go grab it to see if it was okay. He didn't get the memo that I was going to put my hand down. Whack comes in with the mallet. My whole thumb and this finger, them two fingers.
The index finger and the thumb.
Yeah, were both burst at the top. That was had to go to my form class, which is first aid or something. Because obviously none of the construction teachers know what they're doing about first aid.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him out real quick. Actually, no, I shouldn't really.
Well, say his name, but then blur it.
Okay. You're a fucking pussy. Honestly, you don't know what you're doing. I'm just gonna be completely honest. You're a good teacher, but you're just a absolute bad.
There's only one or two, so one of them watches it. They know who it is.
Yeah, you know who you are. Okay, you saw me in Asda. Your grass is up for not doing me work in quarantine.
Well, now you know who.
Yeah, you know who you are. Nah, I'm kidding.
But yeah, we're not saying
He's actually quite good at his job. He's just dead kind.
I know he's good, but he's strict.
He's got two sides to him. He's got his teacher mode, and then he's got his chill mode.
And then like, I think he does he doesn't we do written work after written work after written work.
That's got to be done though.
Yeah, obviously it's got to be done, but like I think they're a bit strict. And the whole detention thing at school, I want to quickly say this, yeah. They shouldn't do detentions for year 11s.
No, yeah, I totally agree. Timeout shouldn't exist for year 11s.
Yeah, because we're missing out on class time, yeah. We'll give you work and timeout. We're not getting help from teachers. You're not a math teacher. You can't help us with this certain work.
And even when you ask, they're like, well, you should know that. Well, no, not if I'm in the class, because this is something new I'm doing, so...
Yeah, this is something new I'm doing. And if I need a little bit of help, I didn't say I didn't know it. I need a little bit of help, but you're not a fucking math teacher.
Yeah.
They should if they want to give it attention, if it was so bad, after school detention.
Yeah, after school.
Or breaking lunch, not through lessons, like putting people in, like, again, blur his name if you want, but calmly I'm out.
Yeah.
Put in time out for 3 weeks or whatever he's put in.
Was it for the bangers?
Yeah. Every single day, like 24/7 throughout school time, he was in that room. He couldn't go out for fresh air, anything. Someone had to go get his dinner from him, so he used to be able to go walk and get his dinner and come back.
Yeah, not anymore.
Yeah, 3 weeks he was just, or however long he was in. Well, he came out and did it again right in front of a teacher, so he got put in front of her however long.
And clearly he didn't learn his lesson, but yeah, detention should exist.
Yeah, they're a bit shitty with the whole detention thing. They should just let you go to lesson, because technically going to lesson is a punishment, depending on what teacher you've got.
I know.
Like I've got myself alone. You go whatever.
Nah, I'm keeping that one easy, dickhead.
Fuck you, Mr.
No,
you look like a turd on the end of a ball sack.
Yeah. Get that.
He's just shit teacher.
Yeah.
He's canny, he's whatever. But when it comes to teaching, he doesn't know really what. He's claimed he's 2 year. He's been teaching.
I like his little videos that he does for form, and then when you see him in real life, he's like, who are you, child?
Oh, he's a Christmas hat on. He's Santa beard on.
Yeah.
Hi guys, this is the Christmas draw. Yeah, this is who the winner is. Jared. I don't know. I couldn't think of a name.
But yeah, anyway, that's our little rant about school and my dentist story. So if you've enjoyed this podcast, make sure you go and check out our socials. We're on Twitter, YouTube, and on many other platforms such as iTunes now because we've been accepted. Yeah.
Woohoo.
And we'll hopefully see you for the next episode in like a month or two because we're dead lazy and we don't do these often. So enjoy.
Well, if we get time.
So enjoy this episode while you're waiting.
This one will be out quite quick though, because there's less editing.
Yeah, this is less editing. This will be out quick.
Just add the pictures and then we're gone.
So if you've enjoyed this, you're welcome. And I'll see you in the next one in about a month. In about a month or two. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to blur that. Oh. Okay. Honestly, if you've enjoyed this, make sure you go and check out the other socials and check out me on Twitch at Herbie1234Games. And Aaron now has a Twitch. We're busy setting it up tonight. What is it called?
Aaron JW17. You're gonna have to put that in the
Aaron JW17.
But there won't be any content on there for a while until this is set up. But
it's gonna be a while until it's set up. Alright, see you in the next episode. Bye.